Before we start, I just want to read out some words.
Talk your shit.
There's no shit to talk.
Oh, is it not an apology like Kel Brook?
I don't even know what he done. I saw the apology.
Yeah.
I don't know what he
He
done.
shouldn't apologize.
I don't even want to know what he
He
done.
was at home.
I don't want to know what
Having
on
a
his
party.
table, yeah,
I don't want to
with
know
some
what he done.
sugar, and he just
Cleaning
put a
up.
bit of sugar in his mouth, or he's not. Yeah, and yeah,
Okay.
bro, you could go into Sexy Fish on a weekend
That's happening.
and go in the bathroom and see
Yeah.
that on a normal, and you don't even get an apology.
Mhm.
So why,
Don't apologize.
Kel, don't apologize, bro. Get it cracking, man. If that's what you like to do, live your life.
Me
man.
personally,
That's not my thing.
as a retired person, I don't think you should apologize because they can't cancel you.
No, you can't lose.
But I don't
your
know
job.
what he done
Bro,
up until now. But
if you see the way that he's having to bring out statements and stuff for it, like it's pathetic, bro. He's just done
Stay
it.
strong.
Like, they
man.
need to go to Mayfair and just go in the bathroom and see.
they're forgetting what
The
he
real
went
world.
through as well with Triple G as well. Give the guy some slack.
Yeah,
Come on,
I'd be
CTE.
doing the same thing and
Yeah.
more probably.
But that's not what I wanted to say.
No, you got some words for us.
The words I'm going to say are from the book of Isaiah, chapter
Ooh,
41, verse 10.
Okay,
Scriptures.
Yeah.
church is in.
So do not fear, for I am with you.
Mm.
Do not be dismayed,
Mm.
for I am your God. Nah, there's some more, but I'm just saying, Arsenal fans, don't worry. Yeah.
Isaiah's got
God did.
Yeah.
We're okay.
Yeah,
We're okay.
Wow. Yeah, it's in Isaiah's hands. It is somehow still in Arsenal's hands after results today. But we're going to get to what happened yesterday at Goodison. Welcome back to the Armchair Gaffers show. You heard myself, Walks, Illustrious Jess, and the superb
man.
SB. Oh, no,
Damn.
not Illustrious. No, you're not.
My name is not even Jess.
What is it?
And then that
Isaiah.
little
My
baby
name's
thing.
wrong and strong.
Sorry, the illustrious, wrong and strong. And yeah, we are as a collective the Armchair Gaffers. We're missing Scorch. He's got a slight knock, but he will be back next week.
Can I just say this? Scorcher not being here today
Uh-huh.
dispels any rumors you guys have, any myths of
Uh-huh.
when Tottenham lose, he doesn't turn up.
Yeah, because he's been here
when they
quite
win,
a lot,
he
yeah.
doesn't turn up.
And they ain't been
Yeah.
winning.
So
I think he's probably out
all you
Probably on White Hart
naysayers.
Lane.
on the sesh. Yeah. It's absolute scenes down the lane today. Before we begin, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, and most
Please.
importantly, comment and let us know your thoughts on everything and anything that we say. And also, chuck in some suggestions. We're open to it all.
Before we get into this week's football,
Mhm.
I want to talk about something from last week, very briefly.
Okay.
Is that okay, SB?
So you're going back. So you're going back. Touche.
Yeah.
Last week, I asked you guys, I asked the pod, if Anthony was the new Nicolas Pepe.
Yeah.
And you lot's responses shows that you fell into my genjutsu. Okay. So you said no, he's not a flop, blah blah blah, and all this stuff. Yeah.
You got angry.
Yeah.
That wasn't the question I asked.
What was the question?
If he's the new Pepe, because his
Oh.
numbers right now, if he keeps on at this level, will be touching Pepe's numbers in Pepe's first season. I don't have my laptop here, but you fell into my genjutsu. I just wanted to just bring it out today. I wasn't asking if he's a flop. I said, is Anthony the new Pepe? And the numbers are very well. Pepe's numbers got more because he played more games, obviously, the whole season.
3
We're
seasons.
not there yet. No, in his first season, I compared the first season. So what I've done, I compared
Grown
Pepe's
adult.
first season
A grown
and
adult.
Anthony's first season, and
A grown adult.
yeah, he's not quite doing Pepe numbers.
A grown adult.
Yeah.
No, I don't, what does that mean?
One was bought as a finished product.
What? Yeah. Why? Why are we going over old,
Yeah.
horrible
Whoa, what?
ground and
No, we're
comparing
not.
it to
No, he wasn't.
anime?
One was 24, one was 22. Yeah.
What was one doing in the season before he got bought for Arsenal? Was he not the top goal scorer in Liga or something like that?
In the farm, I'm sure the coefficient have league below.
Oh, Anthony's doing the same numbers he's doing at Ajax.
Okay. Anyways, I didn't want to go backwards.
What?
I did. I love going back.
You did.
Ask all my
You
exes.
did. Look,
Let's go.
he's fighting us again.
And also, shout out to podcasts, football podcasts going live and just being black screens. If you do watch those podcasts and they aren't live today, make sure you come over to the Armchair Gaffer show. We get the production right.
Take care of you, man.
Yeah. It's the place to be. Where do we want to start, fellas? The biggest game of the day, not Forest.
I don't know.
Forest,
a lot happened.
Versus Leeds. Do we want to go straight to the lane?
A lot happened this weekend, but I think we got to head down to the lane.
What's it called?
The Googleplex.
Beyonce's stadium.
Yeah.
Yes.
A WizKid.
Yes. It's the place to be,
Lady
man.
Gaga as well. Yeah.
It's the place to be. It is the place to be in North London. Jess, were you cheering and celebrating Harry Kane becoming Spurs' all-time top goal scorer?
No.
As Spurs ran out 1-0 winners at the Googleplex Dome.
No.
No?
I wasn't cheering because I saw what happened a few weeks back when Tottenham took the lead against
Yes,
City.
and that was a 2-goal lead.
Exactly. But guys,
So you had to take time.
I'm not surprised with the result because City fans will know, Tottenham fans will know that the lane or Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is not a happy hunting ground for City.
Was it 5 games now, no wins?
There were no shocks in terms
goals.
No goals.
Yeah, there were no shocks in terms of the result.
Mm-hmm.
What did shock me was
Performance?
no, because that's been City all season. Inconsistent, like nothing has changed from City. This City that everyone says will kick on, we're still waiting for that City. But what did shock me was the lineup.
Yes, that was the big news before the game began. News broke that Kevin De Bruyne, who is Man City's captain,
He could never. He ain't got the.
Yeah,
He ain't got
one
the,
of the
he ain't got
captains,
the
sorry.
bar.
Was dropped. Not through injury, didn't appear. It seemed to be a tactical decision from Pep. Foden not in the squad altogether. That needs some research and digging because something's not right there. And yeah, the reverse fixture a few weeks back was 5-2 and City smashed Spurs. But that wasn't the case today. Kane became the 3rd player in the Premier League to score 200 goals. He's only behind Rooney and Shearer now.
He deserves a trophy for that.
100%.
Yeah.
For doing that at Spurs,
Yeah.
he deserves a trophy for
No,
that.
Kane is so good, man. He's actually so good.
Mustard.
Like he's just good at football. Floyd Mayweather used to call it the sport of boxing. Kane has turned this into the sport of football. He's actually so good.
He's cooking on gas, man. It's good.
City have got the best depth in the Premier League. Yeah.
It used to look like that.
It makes me feel weird. It makes me
looks
feel weird.
Very
Because
bad.
what I'm
Is
saying
this your jinjitsu or whatever?
Yeah.
and I'm one of my
One of them
genjutsus.
Yeah, 'cause
Naruto things you're
I
doing
look at their
again.
bench today.
But that's the thing, Dan. We keep saying they've got so much depth, yeah. So City leaving KDB on the bench, yeah, and
Yeah.
holding the bench, it shouldn't be a problem because they have this depth, right? So in essence, it shouldn't matter who starts, right? Because they've got so much depth.
No,
No.
but their depth
Yeah,
is not
it's-
good anymore.
It's not.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like
but
KDB
up until
not
recently,
KDB.
up until recently, we've been saying they got so much depth. Yeah, they'll kick on because they got depth. Yeah,
But I get your point.
Yeah,
now.
where is this depth
it?
that everyone keeps
'cause
saying is there?
Gundogan's tired.
tired.
Bernardo Silva's
KDB's looked like physically, I'd
Chubby.
But he's working
I'd
hard,
say
though.
he looked
No.
way off his peak physically.
What I mean,
Laporte,
yeah, what I mean by KDB
Ruben Diaz.
is he can be tired. He's working hard for the last 5 years.
No, and
Dragging
that,
that
and that's
City
fair. And I've got a point on that after, but yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
he
saying,
wants
like,
to be this elite guy.
It's not easy. How many players do we know that have done it for 5 years
Paul
plus
Scholes.
consistently? Yeah, exactly. It's a handful of players like in this
Lampard,
country.
Stevie G. But this is the thing. We like to compare
Yeah.
these new school guys
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
old school guys. And it's like, bro, we've seen Stevie G and Frank Lampard, for just an example, be doing this throughout their whole career.
I'm gonna. The caveat to that is that Stevie G may have been doing it, but what did he have to show for it in the league?
What do you mean? He's got a Champions League. What does Kevin De Bruyne have to show for it in Europe?
In the league, I said. Yeah,
Yeah,
and,
it's-
and Stevie G.
And look at his team.
Yeah, and Lamps done it in a super doped squad. Like when I say doped, it was, but so was City. So
So is
that
what?
don't count. No, that don't count. No, I would admit when I say something that's not right.
Wrong. No, wrong and
Strong.
Wrong and
flexible.
yeah, wrong and
Lava.
Yeah, what?
Lava.
Flexible.
Anyway.
Yeah. What was the point you had about KDB?
So you mentioned it's tough physically doing this for 5 years. And I heard a good point made that Liverpool, who we look at now and say, oh, it's the Klopp cycle, 5 years of going toe-to-toe with City and all these record-breaking points. We're saying that for Liverpool, who have won, one Premier League out of it. City have won 5 or so under Pep, I believe. And I think that takes its toll. Just playing, winning,
Yes.
playing all the time, playing a million games a season.
Yep.
it takes it out of you. It's draining
100%.
mentally and physically. And I
Facts.
think that's probably what we're seeing here. So Liverpool, it's probably hit them much
Earlier.
harder.
Yeah.
But I think it's also hitting City.
Yep.
And also as well, like, okay, you've done it, yeah? Where's the motivation?
Yep.
And that's what Pep was saying. And I think he was alluding to Cancelo, who now has moved on to
I saw that
Bavarian shores.
Yeah, I see that thing with Pep and Ferdinand. It was quite a while ago
Oh,
now.
sit down.
And he said to Ferdinand, how many times did you win the Premier League? Ferdinand said 6 times. He said, between your first title and your 6th title, was it the same squad? No. You know what I'm saying?
He's
And
been giving us little dips and dabs of what's been going on behind the scenes.
but we expect, people to just come into this City team and just assimilate and be great. I don't know if I said it on last week's show or maybe on the live that we done, I feel like before, players will come into City, I could be wrong, but I feel like players will come into City and they're saying, let me prove I made the right choice coming here, let me help them win, whereas now players join City and maybe there's the air of, I'm at City now, we're going to win and I'm going to have this title because I happen to be here at the right time. So that's just one of my suggestions what it could be. But I'm not sure if players have the hunger to be great at City because they're already a team. Like you see at teams like
domestically,
the joining the cakewalk. It's just like
literally. But
walk it.
Let's not read too much into that game because the signs. I'm gonna get this in a minute, but the signs have been there all season from City. That was their 4th loss in the league, I think.
Yes.
I think they've had like 3 draws or 2 draws. This has been happening. They haven't been playing well. Haaland is gonna win Player of the Season. Yeah, he's probably the worst player in terms of playing. Yeah,
I got keep going.
He's probably gonna be the worst player in terms of actual playing.
Scott Parker.
Did he win it?
Yeah, I think Scott Parker won one. I'm so sure Scott Parker won one back in the day.
I got to stop talking.
listen though, man,
I can't say he's the worst.
it's not Haaland's fault.
No, it's not his fault.
I saw him run behind Tottenham today.
SB, talk about things that we're all seeing.
At least 15 to 20 times, like, and literally
Keeping
he'll run
Romero busy, Dyer.
and he just runs, and then you see the pace, and the ball doesn't come.
Nope.
And then what was mad was I think Tottenham was a bit higher up today,
Very high.
so it was like just clip the ball over the top,
and let
him run.
Do what he does. Yeah.
No,
So-
not once. It's like they were just blanking him, ignoring him.
Hey, see Premier League teams in training.
Yeah.
Do they do full-size games ever?
I feel like they do shape, and then you may do like a full size game, but not. I don't think too often.
Yeah, you don't.
You do like shape
Because
stuff and midfield to work with each other.
Yeah.
Defense, back four, keeper, forward will do like a striking thing, and then you might just do like some weird shape thing. But I doubt you do 11v11.
Yeah, very rarely.
Often. Yeah.
So it looks to me when I see Haaland playing for City that he's trained over here
In
and
different silos.
Yeah, and then he's trained over there. I don't know if you guys have seen Rocky number 3 when he fights Ivan Drago. Yeah, maybe that's Rocky 4.
Ain't that too?
No. Rocky, that's the one. Rocky 4 when he fights Ivan Drago.
Does he avenge his friend?
Yeah. And then like you got Rocky training in the sand, push it to the limit,
great.
and he's training in the snow, and then you got Drago training in the lab. That's City right now. Like KDB and Gundogan, these guys are in the snow
They
and
should
the trenches.
all be
Yeah,
on the sand together.
yeah, and then you got Haaland just in the lab, just doing leg extensions, and it's not meshing together. That's what it looks like to me.
it's not.
But I think with he had a whole preseason, man. I'm talking shit now.
Who, Haaland?
Yeah, I'm just.
There's nothing.
And guess what as well? A lot of these guys, like, well, Haaland in particular, like had World Cup off, chilling. Everyone was like, he's gonna be crazy once they come back. But I don't know, something's missing with City, and I don't want to put it on Haaland. I think that the likes of Jack Grealish, however good he might have been today, all of the touches, the dribbles, the take-ons, what does it amount to?
Fouls.
Not much.
Yeah, and if fouls or goals were given for tackles and winning tackles, he would be Mr. Ballon d'Or. But as in terms of like affecting it consistently, I probably want a bit more. He's up against Emerson Royale, who's often a comedy figure, who I actually still think is Spurs' best fullback, controversially, and I think Emerson Royale probably got the better of him. Everyone's saying Grealish played so well today.
Emerson was man of the match, my man of the match.
In reality,
My man.
what really came from it? Not loads.
Also as well, not just Grealish. I'm not too sure about Akanji. I think he's one of these players.
Company like. He's like a young Vincent in terms of stature.
Yeah, but for me, when I say players just come to City and expected to win, for me, he kind of fits that mold. Like maybe believes, I'm out of the Bundesliga now, out of Bayern's shadow. Now I can come and actually win something because we're gonna win. But like he hasn't lit up the Premier League. Like no one said, like see what Ruben Diaz did.
Yes,
what John Stones continues to do, but no one talks about.
Diaz, Jesus.
Laporte didn't it? Like Akanji.
I don't think he's just been okay.
Do you know what? I think against Man United, him and Ake in the first game, I think that's where you'll see probably the benefits of an Akanji up against Rashford, physical, not scared of pace. Absolutely battered Rashford that day. But then in terms of the whole package, it's probably not that great. I don't know if he's had like a settled partnership this year, which at centre back is quite important. Supposedly,
he's been a constant at City this season.
But everything around it seems to change. It might be Ake, it might be him and Stones, and Ake might go left back, and Laporte might come back in, and Ruben Diaz will play one game and then disappear again. And now Stones is out for a month as well, or more, which is not great because he's been their best centre back.
But they've got depth, remember?
The depth thing.
But Tottenham
struggling. Massive performance from them. No Conte, who underwent keyhole surgery for gallstones. Get well soon, Antonio. So it's not like major. It's the art of science, and he should be back soon, I'd imagine. But I think if he just continues to stay away, Spurs will win stuff. Guys, Højbjerg and Bentancur today.
Good.
Yes, Bentancur. Wow. Yeah, no, he's a player. I'm glad Scorcher's not here today because he
would have waxed lyrical.
No, he hates Højbjerg. No matter what Højbjerg does.
Yes, no. Today would have been a good day for Scorcher to finally hold his hands up and say he's a good. Wouldn't.
He was giving
Premier
him props
League
today.
Standard.
Was it? Well, he had to. Everyone else was like, "Oh, wait, Højbjerg's playing quite good today." Like, I don't mind him when he's like this.
Yeah, Højbjerg and Bentancur. Spurs have signed Bentancur, right?
Between him and Kulusevski, I can't work it out.
No, Kulusevski is not been signed.
He's still on loan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Bentancur was about 40 mil, possibly.
I think they did buy
Gaffers, let us know.
Yeah, that on there, that's a good bit of business.
Baller.
I'm still not convinced with Spurs as a whole, though.
Okay.
Romero?
I like this whole Argentinian tough guy spirit kind of thing, but at what cost? He makes himself look quite silly and plays on the edge, and he's probably fortunate to not have had more red cards this season, but was up against Haaland, and he could say Haaland didn't do anything against me massively, which is
I wanted to get onto Harry Kane because everyone says that if he signs this contract, he has no ambition.
He's an idiot. Why would he stay? I've even seen Spurs fans saying he should go.
He should.
He's done enough. Your thoughts, Jess?
No, it's like
just stay there.
Like if he's happy,
one club man.
If he's happy, stay. Like it's like remember, it's his job. Like you don't have to move job every few years. Like you can just work somewhere because you like it.
I know the route, the commute is good.
Exactly.
I know where everything is.
Exactly.
What a poor pension though, man. It's gonna be though, man.
Like we don't think like professional football players because we're not them. We don't know. He wants to win trophies. He says he does, yeah. And maybe he genuinely believes he can do it at Spurs.
Nah, you can't. You can't.
But you don't know what Levy is saying to him.
And they're saying Conte won't renew. Who knows?
Southgate could come in there.
Who could come in?
TT. The team didn't look too bad today, though, like the squad wise.
And this is what I keep saying. Spurs fans need to rein it in a bit, calm down, take a step back, go outside, breathe some fresh air, because things are okay.
It's not so bad.
It's really not so bad. And the way Newcastle are performing, top 4 is very
think
real.
The issue at Spurs now, because things are okay, is that they expected to be doing better. You know, every season you expect to build from the last, and they got top 4 last year. And so they would have expected to come to the season, like to comfortably get fourth.
With the summer they had, won the transfer window, yada.
Oh, with Charlton, did he play? He didn't play.
No, I saw him walking out, just like walking around, just probably annoying people.
Worst transfer?
No, we got to get to the
worst transfer?
The Chelsea part first.
Worst transfer? No, because we're now in February. It's what's the date? The 5th today?
It's the 5th, yeah.
And he had a full pre-season, right? See me, I judge players based on the length of their pre-season, yeah? If you sign in August,
no Olympics, no World Cups.
He was injured.
no, because he cried in the Champions League when he scored.
We did this last week. Let's
Yeah,
yeah. Please let Richarlison live. But just on your point as toward transfer and the value Spurs have received from it, it's probably not what they expected. Far from.
No, definitely not.
Especially when Son has been MIA.
And especially when you look at what Richarlison done at Everton, like, it was way more impactful. Yeah. And you would think you scale up at a better club with better resources.
I think it was 10 goals every season that he was there.
Yeah,
that's good money, man. But yeah, Spurs, great win against perennial whipping boys Man City for them. And Man City, I guess, scratching their wounds and their heads as to what is going wrong.
Before we move on, do City still win the league?
That 2-game playoff against Arsenal now becomes just as bigger than I thought it could be.
Golden State v Lakers.
Yeah.
Well, not this season,
just
though.
a 2-game.
No.
Or even last season.
Probably like 3-4 years.
Yeah. A little while back. But yeah, do City still win it? After today, I think the pendulum swung back to Arsenal. Arsenal buzzing. Drop points. All right, City, you drop points as well. And back to where we were.
Definitely Arsenal to lose.
Indeed.
Definitely.
I guess speaking of Arsenal to lose, it was Arsenal yesterday. Took it upon themselves to put a little twist into the tale in the Premier League. It was an early kickoff. Goodison, new manager bounce. The signs were there, but we didn't want to listen. Everton won 1-0 against Arsenal, as they do all the time.
Everton, they win 1-0. Everton thrashed Arsenal 1-0. Everton thrashed Arsenal 1-0.
It was a little...
Can you see something different here?
That ruined my whole weekend.
What's changed? What, no Arsenal get this week?
I told you, the creases won't come out.
They're in the wash.
I've been seeing him on armchair. Look, he's probably on the screen right. Look, he's right there. On the screen wearing it.
You can even see the creases there. I watched it and the creases got worse.
1 week and it's gone.
Changed.
Dan, I'll be real with you. That
you Arsenal fans, man. You switch quick, just like Arteta.
That game came at the worst time, because it was the first game of the Saturday. Yeah,
we hate the early kickoff. Never back the early kickoff.
On a personal note, it ruined my whole weekend.
Oh, some of my friends was like, I'm off to the park to go and fight.
It ruined my whole weekend. I watched the game in its entirety. Obviously, you don't score every chance you get,
No.
But if Everton were winning 2-0 at half time,
you wouldn't be...
We couldn't be mad
or begrudge it.
All the signs were there. I don't want to make excuses. Everton were good value for their win. Had Arsenal won it, it would have been good value for their win.
Yes.
Like, it's one of those games. I want my team to win every game. I want my team to win every game. We looked like...
you went up for it.
Not going to say leggy.
Not leggy, but this is what done us. Let me show you guys, because I forgot all about this, I don't know what I'm meant to do against this. Where is it? I'll show you first, Dan.
Oh, was it the BLM?
Good luck.
The BLM trio.
You probably can't see this. I'll try and put this on screen if I remember. The BLM centre mid just bullied Arsenal off the pitch.
Sean Dyche actually has
Arsenal's number.
No, he actually has black guys now.
Yeah,
with his team.
What are we saying? Pace and power under Dyche. He never could be something crazy.
He was the guy who used to have Westwood. Like he used to have Westwood and Cork in the middle that could just pass it nicely, good technique, whatever. But now
he has he's got
Ohana.
Nana.
What's his name?
Who might push you in your face and kick the ball and run 40 yards.
Nana yesterday, he also has been sending indirects at Anthony Gordon. I don't know if you've clocked, but on his Instagram, he posted a pic the other day, and the media, as they do, twisted the story when Anthony Gordon missed training or stopped going to training, went on strike after being, corralled by Everton fans. They also said, another player hasn't turned up for training, and that player was Onana. So the people saying he's going to nick a move, go to Chelsea, I think he was linked with. But he was actually signed off to go to a family wedding.
Okay.
So when he came back to training, he posted a training pic, as the clubs do, and he took the pic and said, not leaving the ship, or words to that effect.
Lovely.
I respect it.
I respect it.
Because they were in the mud.
Yeah. And that celebration when he was like, him and Saliba had a little thing. Yeah. I was like, you're going to become a fan favourite.
Let me eat some humble pie.
On?
Please.
On bleep tests. And
this is hilarious.
It wasn't a bleep test,
We had, it was SB.
No, but it was a way of
the yo-yo.
It was a way of him. Did you not hear what he said?
Oh, you're saying it was more than
okay. Oh, I'm Sean Dyche. Let's get the lads out.
Just explain what happened in our WhatsApp group. As we do every single day, we debate, argue, fall out, join sides with other people that you probably shouldn't. And bleep test was the topic.
Before I get there, I'm going to say that Everton are still getting relegated. Okay? That Everton team, no matter what, bleep test or not, we're going to beat Arsenal yesterday or on Saturday. But I was saying things like I put on Twitter saying he's going to run them into the championship.
Nice.
That he's a dinosaur and these are dino-rific tactics.
Dyche.
Dyche. I was just slating him. I said, what else did I say, Dan?
What came over you?
What
was it? That won't be. It's not advised for a team that's playing against the league leaders. And stuff like that.
Yeah, and then playing against league leaders in the middle of the season. Now, because we lost, I was wrong. Yeah, I think any other day apart from 12:30 on a Saturday,
with a gloomy sky,
at Goodison Park, with the Gladys Street end rocking, with Arteta coming back to his old club, with Dyche who has Arsenal's number.
Many different
any
narratives.
other day,
Tarkowski and McNeil playing under him again. It will be against his old team.
Exactly, but listen. I haven't got a leg to stand on.
No, fair man. So
I'll hold my hands up. I still don't believe in doing fitness testing in the middle of the season. But when I'm watching the game yesterday, I was like, it looks like it paid off.
Paid off a bit. And Tarkowski was saying at the end of the game, he's like, I know you lot seen all the videos, but it's about us getting back to the basics, doing the hard yards together, working hard, because that kind of slipped away. And one thing that I liked about the Everton players, and we're probably not too fair on Frank, but they just kept saying that it's not bad blood between them and Frank. Like, it just didn't work. I think
he's a terrible manager.
He just hasn't got any time.
Joel Bayer and Rio Ferdinand are about to do like some post-match, and Neil Maupay comes over and he's talking about, it's just different. That's just but
a nice
we
way.
like Frank.
That was a nice way of saying. That was a nice way of saying we like Frank personally, but
that's what I'm saying.
As a manager, he hasn't got a fucking clue.
Not quite.
See all this like we have for Frank was what he's done for us as a country, and for the Premier League, What for real? He's a golden. He's one of the
country.
He scored a lot of goals for us. Like, took us to
against Germany.
He qualified us for how many tournaments? That's what's got him here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, anyone else, we wouldn't give you these chances. Your first job wouldn't be at, was it Derby?
First job, Derby.
You wouldn't get the Chelsea job after taking Derby from 6th to 6th. You know what I mean? Yeah. You wouldn't leave Chelsea and then go to team back relegation. No, you wouldn't got any of that had you been. Had you been, what's the guy from Crystal Palace, the Dutch guy, De Boer? No, but what's his first name? One of the
Frank, I think.
Frank. If it was Frank De Boer, you wouldn't have got that. Where's Frank now?
What is his respect?
He's back at Ajax.
What do you respect Frank Lampard as?
As a player?
PA, yes, and what is he now?
Unemployed.
But what was he before?
He was impersonating a football coach.
Yes. So it's like, bro,
come on, man.
Once you get past the, oh my God, Frank Lampard's my manager, he can teach me maybe how to score an extra 3 goals from midfield.
What Frank Lampard has, you're
going to realise that he hasn't got any tactics.
Yeah, what Frank Lampard has, you can't teach, Okay, the way he strikes a ball, Harry Kane scored it as well, by the way, You can't teach that. Like,
or that movement of getting in late in the box and stuff like that.
Enough about Frank. He's gone, man. This is Sean Dyche's time. Does he keep them up, SB? I know Jess has made his mind up. Do you think Sean Dyche can keep them up?
Can he not keep them up with the BLM trio in the middle?
He brought Decore back from the cold.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Based on what I saw yesterday,
physical. You saw at the World Cup what that physicality can do for you in the middle of the pitch. So
no, based on what I saw yesterday, they stay up.
But they're not playing Arsenal every week. So are they going to be at that level every week?
Are they going to be amped up?
They don't mind playing an Arsenal every week the way they.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But will they?
No. If they'll play Arsenal every week, no, but. No, you're right. They won't be playing Arsenal every week. It's not the same motivation. They're not as up for it every single week.
Yeah.
The problem they have is Iwobi's back on the wing, which is good.
He played both wings yesterday.
Dwight
McNeil was good yesterday. The problem, I've said it, is they've got that basketball player up front.
I thought he did well yesterday, even though it wasn't glamorous. There was not much to show from it. But he did enough to keep Saliba and Gabriel occupied.
That's Sean Dyche's key to the system. That
might be what gets them.
We need to clip it to him.
It was just enough.
With that, yeah. Added the BLM.
Yeah,
trident of
there's going to be second
death,
balls, knockdowns coming his way, I think, possibly.
Yeah.
And also as well, one thing we didn't see either was that there was no Yerry Mina, which is good. Which is very good.
He will die for that club.
Arsenal
is what he said.
Do you get onto Arsenal?
Yeah, quickly. Is it the start of the crumble that every fan, but Arsenal fans, predicted? I think their next game will let me know whether or not it has taken a big effect. I feel like they got wound up again. It was kind of like at Newcastle where you just started to see the temper and ill feeling starting to spew out yesterday. So Zinchenko.
No, that was right at the end with Mauled, who hates Arsenal.
Yeah.
Your head's flying. Yeah. Like their heads are flying.
No, that was one instance. I don't remember any other instance in the whole game.
No, but I'm seeing like things aren't going their way. The penalty for instance, and then it just kind of cranks it up a bit, and it starts, I don't know, taking the focus off of this machine that has been flowing. So what?
Because I think the team tried. Arsenal know one thing only. I think it was Merson that said they know one thing. Like if you put an Arsenal game and you don't have the time on the screen, you don't know whether it's the first minute or the 91st minute, because they play at 100 miles an hour all the time. They only know one thing. So I didn't see anything different from yesterday. What it was is
that might be the problem.
And those are just the little cracks. That little Zinchenko moment, I was like,
I'm gonna discount that.
Feeling
I'm
the pressure.
Discount that only because it was Neil Maupay and he hates Arsenal. So that on there, I want to discount that because like Neil Maupay dragged him to the ground. Anyone would be angry. Like it wasn't something innocuous. Neil Maupay actually dragged him to the ground, and this Maupay hates Arsenal. So I'm gonna discount that. Even after that, before that, there was nothing else. But what do you think? Do you think Arsenal?
I think against Brentford is when we'll know whether or not there's been like a knock-on effect. I still think
you're not gonna ask me.
If Arsenal beat Brentford, then definitely not. But if there's like a draw or like a stuttering kind of performance, then I'd say that this Everton defeat probably did have a knock-on effect.
I'm gonna say this is Arsenal's best chance to win the league. In about
20 years.
No,
2008 Leicester.
I'm saying
the Leicester season.
I'm saying for future. I'm saying if you don't win it now, I don't see Arsenal winning another league for like another
20 years.
No, 5 to 10 maybe.
Okay.
Only because watching Arsenal, this season you play the best football. No one can actually match you guys for football. But once that football stops, what happens? And I've seen it a few times now. I don't think it's enough to hinder you for the season because watching Man City don't look the greatest. But future references, I think Arteta needs a plan B.
He definitely hasn't got a plan B.
And it's like his subs are not even plan Bs either.
The subs were, people were saying the subs were quite strange.
You take Martinelli off. I'm just saying, listen, you take Martinelli off, you replace him with Trossard, similar player. You take Odegaard off, replace him with Vieira.
That's a
similar player.
Big drop off, though.
And it's a drop off. Is there drop offs? But it's similar players. Jorginho.
The Jorginho debut.
No, so that Jorginho debut, if you're not, I'll wait for you to finish.
No, but what I'm trying to say, you're saying this, I'm saying, I'm not gonna.
You're just saying
I'm gonna get cussed because I'm gonna use Man United as an example in it.
Yeah, talk your shit.
If people was fit, you'd have Martial. If Martial isn't doing his stuff, I could bring on a workhorse. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, different kind of player.
I get you can't do that now because you only got Nketiah and.
Yeah.
So you mentioned Martial and workhorse. What else? Because that's one example.
About
you say Sancho's different to a Rashford.
Sancho's different to an Antony.
But he's not performing.
No. I'm not talking about the effect. I'm just saying as similar as a player. Yeah, it's the same kind of players.
Cool. No, I'm with you. I want to go to the Jorginho substitution.
Yeah.
I feel like he was very unfortunate. Okay.
Timing.
The timing was bad.
Oh, like I don't think he played a part in Arsenal.
I don't think it was his fault.
So
Tarkowski against Odegaard was actually
the way the game was going. When he done the Jorginho sub, I was like, yeah, this is good because the party thing isn't working right now in this game.
Injured or not? I'm not sure.
I don't think it was 100%. Yeah, maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. Who knows? But he was.
That's what everyone's been worried about as well, isn't it?
But Trossard and Jorginho came on.
Yeah.
And then immediately Everton scores. So the whole dynamic of the game changed immediately.
Yes.
Yeah. So fair. They've come into a game to kind of like change the tide more in Arsenal's favour. But then Everton have scored. So now what you came on to do isn't what needs to be done right now.
Need to do something.
Yeah, a different kind of player would have needed to come on. So
off day.
It happens.
Yeah,
man.
you get
Odegaard
those,
was
man.
off.
You get those. Odegaard was off.
Martinelli was off.
Yeah.
The Martinelli thing, I'm starting to. I'm not
told you
worried.
guys.
I'm not worried.
I told you
per
guys.
se.
He's a road
'cause I'm
runner.
not an Arsenal fan, but I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, Zinchenko not overlapping and being a midfielder probably harms Martinelli somewhat. There's no overlapping run.
Yeah.
To distract the fullback. You're not pulling the opposition right back with you. It's tough.
It's tough. It's very tough.
And he has no link-up play as well.
And then
Yeah.
Jesus, sorry. And Eddie's done well in terms of scoring and whatnot.
Yeah.
But then I'll be honest and say, that's where I think, Jesus excels versus Eddie.
Yeah.
Martinelli's looking like he's struggling a little bit.
100%.
But I think it is in relation to other things. Xhaka, I don't think feeds him as much as, say, Odegaard gets it out to Saka. And then him and working with Ben White. So I feel Martinelli's probably
And also as well,
going for a little tough patch.
Zinchenko, like you said, doesn't overlap. So maybe he could possibly underlap. But the problem is Martinelli's so fast that you cannot underlap him because he's not. I'm being for real.
You
I've
need
seen
to
it.
be in a Ferrari or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But no, it's you're right though. This Brentford game is important because I think teams lose games all the time. You might lose 2 on the bounce, just randomly.
Yeah.
But it's what else is happening on the outside. So if they do lose against Brentford, people start to say, the wheels have come off. But
Look out for Ivan Toney's tweets,
quite
kick about with the
confident.
lads and all that.
I'm quite confident that you guys
it's at the limits.
beat them at home.
Yeah. But no, for me, Arsenal still winning the league. But I got to take off my Arsenal blinkers now. Before I thought it was a foregone conclusion. But now I'm seeing that it can get a bit sticky if we don't back up right
Be a
this.
couple bumps.
Fair. It's definitely sticky for Liverpool, who lost to Wolves. They lost to Wolves. It was 2-0 is what Wolves said, because Jurgen Klopp in his post-match interview said the third goal I don't count because it was the first time they passed the halfway line in the second half. The other 2 goals going into a game with all the things we said during the week and before the game, then this is the start is horrible, is what he said.
It was 2-0 then.
So it was 2-0 because
Alright,
Jurgen Klopp doesn't count.
Can we have a moment of silence, please?
For who? For Klopp?
For Liverpool.
Let's come back. They don't deserve it.
Yeah, they lost 3-0 at the Molineux against Wolves,
At the
who
Molineux.
failed to score goals. They just don't score. But yesterday,
They got 3.
and I guess everyone scores against Liverpool now.
Bro,
You know how mad it is? Sorry, it's
bleed and concede.
bleed and concede. You know what's crazy? You know it's not your day when
Someone
Adama
registered an
Traore
assist.
got an assist. I
Lovely.
didn't see the game, so I only saw highlights.
Good
yeah?
assist.
Good assist, yeah.
Yes, and I was like, "Whoa, it's not your day, man." The Adama Traore got an assist. Like whatever can go against you is going against you. So I've done some research, guys.
Go on,
So Liverpool were very successful these last 5 years. I believe that they made a blood sacrifice for their success, and now the chickens have come home to roost, and they have to pay back this blood sacrifice in blood, and they are.
And they are.
They
Literally
definitely
bleeding.
are.
This is crazy, man. You can't write this.
Is the season looking
man.
unsalvageable?
It's
Is it
beautiful.
beyond repair?
Doesn't matter what they do between now and the season. Yeah, they are not getting Champions League football.
Europe? Are they even getting Europa football, bro?
They could get the Europa understudy. which is
How-
Probably not.
Oh, that would be amazing. Could you imagine Liverpool in the Conference League?
That would be perfect. How? Yeah,
That'd be lovely.
people will say, "Oh yeah, they've got in their locker." No, they don't.
No.
The old
We're
Liverpool.
talking about.
Yeah, we've got to
team
live in the
wise, yeah.
here and
That's what
now.
I'm saying. We've got to stop living in the past
Yeah,
with City and Liverpool.
stop living a
Remember
lie.
Ten Hag said eras come to an
Stop
end.
living a lie.
And look this season.
Stop living. Cool. So last week, I'm gonna say it again, Dan. Thank you for clipping it. Cody Gakpo, you should not be there. Yeah, nothing makes sense. That signing made no sense. I've only seen him in the World Cup and against Arsenal in the
Europa. Yeah.
yeah,
Sad,
and
man.
he looked okay in the second game with Javi Simmons. Yeah, but when Liverpool signed him, we were all stunned. Yeah, because we didn't see it coming.
Theft.
But
Yeah,
when I look
there
at it
they are.
now, I'm thinking we were stunned because we're thinking like, where's he gonna play? We started saying weird things like, oh no, it's okay.
No, he can
He's gonna
play down the middle.
He can play down the middle. He can play no because when Salah does, he can. We started saying weird things, and that's when I realized, wait a minute.
Wait a
I
minute.
thought that was finished.
Yeah, what? No, it doesn't make sense.
When I got
Yeah.
that Cody Gakpo, y'all thought it was red.
Listen, Liverpool, you guys are bleeding
Man,
in.
it's
Blood
bad.
drip,
It comes on
blood.
the
My
back
bad.
of more bad injury news. Kanate, out again.
Bro, I
Shouldn't
love
be
it.
football.
I
Which meant
love
that
it.
Joel Matip, former fan favourite, panel favourite. I haven't seen a fall off like this in some time. Matip is just way off it. Looks terrible, devoid of confidence. Looks like someone who's won a competition. Like, like Soccer Aid, like Chunks is playing at centre back or something. It looks like that. He is absolutely shot. It is bad.
See, when you fall off, people think that as a football player, you decline like this, That's not how you decline as a football player. You do this and then you do this immediately.
Straight
Hendo done it. Oh,
Straight
Wayne Rooney. The Wayne Rooney fall off,
That centre mid thing.
That's when I realised it wasn't.
And this wasn't even as bad.
Spraying balls off the pitch. I was like, this is the best player of the modern game outside of a couple aliens, And you're spraying balls off the pitch. I was like, he's finished. That's what's happened to a lot of Liverpool players, but the problem is it's happened to them all at the same time.
It's tough, man.
It's happened to Milner like that, Hendo like that. Thiago shouldn't have been that.
Trent,
I realised Trent is
skatewalk.
No, Trent. His attributes are kind of like. Okay, let me finish.
Useless.
Yeah.
Floor's yours. He plays haram ball. Yeah.
Oh, we're back here.
Like, I've just watched him I've watched like 2 or 3 Liverpool games this season in full. And I've watched Trent and I was like, your thing, is get the ball and try and kick it far into a good area with a bit of quality.
Space.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's not sustainable. Like,
not with those forwards.
Now he's not.
Like
now him and Robinson's not just doing their copy and paste spam cross anymore. There's no assists. They as fullbacks they look like what is as fullbacks they look like anyone can get past them.
Crazy,
they're going forward. Robinson looks like he can't even cross.
Yeah.
When he does get the chance to,
they just look like shot. I saw a shot
bleeding.
of the camera panning to them on the bench and like Robertson just looks like absolutely slaughtered.
And in the middle of the pitch you got the young boy, you can't even fault him. What's his name? He's getting thrown into the absolute deep.
He probably looks like the only
Pacific
archetypal Klopp midfielder, possibly.
Bro,
like high energy, but
Pacific.
then he's in there with.
You know when you go
Keita,
Australia
Thiago.
and Steve Irvin and he's playing around with the crocodiles and stuff, and he's doing a little play and he doesn't really get bit. This is what Klopp's doing. Klopp's got that Bajcetic guy and has thrown him with the crocodiles.
He's treating him like bait
because he's got Thiago next to him. He
shouldn't be there.
Okay, what is it? Is it the 3rd season now, Thiago?
He signed when we started. So 2020-21 season was his first season.
What do we think of his time at Liverpool?
Horrible.
It's not been good
Him
because
and Fabinho had that little period where they didn't lose together.
Yeah.
10,
But
15, 20 games, whatever it was.
Thiago, we saw it in the first game. We had like 4,000 passes in one half.
A broken Chelsea that had 10 men.
And the thing is, we just sometimes we don't think about what we're seeing. Yeah?
We're romantics. That's what it is.
Yeah. But if we look at a Klopp Out team,
Spit facts.
He doesn't fit. I'm tired of repeating myself, guys. He doesn't fit
into
a Klopp system.
Yes.
He's not going to run, He's going to do ballroom dancing, He sounds Klopp wants. He wants Zumba. Like it's not. He shouldn't be here. So, like, I think Klopp. I said it before. Said it again because I repeat myself. They were in the Goldilocks zone. Everything was just right.
Listen,
they had the right midfield combinations. They had the right centre backs. The goalkeeper's still fantastic. The right full backs, the right forwards. Firmino looks fantastic. He's at the top of his game. And then I don't know if his confidence is shot because you keep trying to replace him and not sell him. Salah has gone through the most purplest of purple patches.
You know what it is? It's the curse of the big contract.
Yeah,
350,000.
We keep seeing it happen.
The money.
I'm starting to see a correlation.
Hey.
The money.
What is going on with these super max contracts, making guys franchise players, and they
Falling
just
off.
turn into absolute frauds?
You know who else got a big contract?
KDB.
Yeah.
And he, everyone was waxing lyrical because he negotiated it all himself.
Do you know who else got a big
Like a
contract?
big boy.
Roadrunner, Martinelli.
Yeah. I know.
Watch his space. Aubameyang before.
Ozil, Sanchez.
Ooh.
It happens. The money.
Curse of the Supermax.
Reece James is Chelsea's highest paid defender of all time. And his only problem is injuries.
But yeah.
Absolute tank.
But Liverpool.
Yeah, 1 win in 7, I think it is.
So
1 win in 7.
How do we fix Liverpool?
2 away wins.
Because
you don't.
Klopp has to buy players that are going to run for him and have quality.
I was having a debate yesterday with one of my good friends,
You got fans?
and he was saying we were having a debate as to whether Klopp stays. So we're
That's
talking
what I'm
about
saying.
transfer windows and stuff. Does he walk away? Would you walk
Man,
away,
I
or would you, as my opinion is, look at the challenge ahead of rebuilding and seeing if you can rebuild?
They look like they don't like him. Like,
'Cause
when
they're
I see,
tired.
When I see Trent's face, Trent's just standing there, just rattled.
Do you know
Robbo's
why?
doing interviews. He's rattled.
Bro, they don't like him
Like,
because he's run
and
them
then
into
so
the
it's like
ground.
he can't even change. I think their strikers are alright. I think they've been done with injuries. Like if they had Jota or
Do you know who I
Diaz,
think they miss massively and who could
Ronaldo.
kind of help things? No,
Diaz.
he's still on the books. Roberto, Firmino.
Oh, but
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying, yeah.
at the
Yeah,
but that
100%.
that midfield,
I feel like he can help
Yeah.
so much. And even when he had a little run, was it started this season? I think
they were
it
bad, but
looked
they was
better,
alright.
yeah. And he was
Yeah.
chipping in with the goals again. I think they miss him massively
But yeah,
as like a sort of link and whatnot.
I'll tell you what.
he needs. Let me finish. He needs at least 3 midfielders. man.
Okay,
Yeah,
how
no.
many signings is it?
This is what I was about to say. So Liverpool are actually finished because I just realised, yeah. So the quality of player they need, yeah, so they've got to be good and they've got to fit in the Klopp system, yeah. You need 3 midfielders. Okay, the going rate for midfielder nowadays is 70 million euros.
Yep.
Okay, you need fullbacks that are going to run, yeah. But to facilitate those fullbacks, you got to have big centre backs. Ideally, if you had Martinez from United and Saliba from Arsenal, it might actually work. Yeah, but you can't buy these players because the money is ridiculous. Okay, keeper's fine. Keeper will always be fine. I'll stand by him. And then you need ideally, if they had like a really dark skinned player from Africa with like a mad hairline who's just an athlete, who's just gonna get, he's gonna win 50-50s,
Like a Kessie.
win like a
Kessie.
no, like more.
Kessie.
No, more than that. Like a forward player. Like imagine like a Sadio
So it's
Mane.
like a Yaya Toure.
No, like a Sadio Mane. If they had like a player similar to Sadio Mane
middle.
on their books,
I thought we could go 1 week without mentioning Liverpool
and Mane.
and Mane, but here we are.
It's him. man.
Jess
But
did it this week. If you have Jess in the sweepstake to mention Mane, you have now won. I was doing some research because it's just a disgrace what's happening there. And I'm not going to speak about their centre backs. Gomez, look, done. Matip, done.
Yeah.
But behind the scenes, the FSG chairman, Mike Gordon, he has gone. Julian Ward, who's one of the big Liverpool guys, he's set to leave at the end of the season. They've already lost Michael Edwards. Ian Graham, director of research, supposedly the best in his field, he's also leaving the club. And it's kind of up for sale, Liverpool as a whole, but we're not sure in what form. So it's more than just a team in transition.
Okay.
It's a club in transition.
Peak.
Is how I'm looking at it.
You lot are pissed. You lot in the dirt. Put Liverpool in the dirt.
Liverpool fans, man.
yeah, their time has come and gone. At least they have a Champions League and that elusive Premier League.
They had what was it, 4 years or 5 years
Five.
of fun and stuff, and they had about what 20-something years of pain.
Some
30.
people are saying that they have
30,
returned
Yeah, man, get back.
to their Premier League mean.
Yeah, man, get back to it, man.
That's okay, man. And before we move on, Klopp kicked off in his press conference. That was not too strange. Who is Liverpool's top scorer since the World Cup?
Oh, I know,
Oh wait, let me guess.
I know.
If SB knows it, Jess,
You go.
You go.
Sorry, I'm genuinely thinking about this. I'm just trying to think who's scored for Liverpool.
I would have never got it if I didn't see it.
Is it a centre back? I'm gonna go for.
It is a centre back.
I'm gonna go for Matip. No, Joe Gomez own goals.
Interesting.
Should I surprise you?
You're half there.
You're half there. Would it surprise you that it's not a Liverpool player?
Own goal.
No, it's Wout Voss from Leicester when he scored 2 own goals against Liverpool. And that was a million years ago. Yeah, he scored 2 goals, and everyone else that actually plays for Liverpool scored 1 goal since the World Cup, which is a farce. Wolves, they got Lamina in midfield now, so they got a wavy, mobile midfielder. Moutinho bringing the experience off the bench. Neves looking like a box-to-box threat and getting upset that Rashford does the celebration better than him. And they put their goal scoring woes to bed for a week at least. And Raul Jimenez still can't score. Man United, SB, 2-1 win
Great win.
at home to Crystal Palace. Rashford, player of the month for United and in the Premier League. Continues to go from strength to strength. A lot of this going on.
Your guy.
The biggest talking point wasn't United, who were cruising at 2-0. It was the sending off. What do we think?
Oh,
Casemiro, should he have done it? Is it a red card? Was it hands around his neck? Was it hands around
that
his
is
shirt?
the most
they shook hands.
thing
What do we think?
I've seen, bro. Do you think it was a sending off?
No, what was that? Because it was this.
Because, bro, you know what's mad? It's like he
The
clocked.
palms never.
It's like he clocked. He's like,
He never
he's like, sorry, bro. But it wasn't even that deep, bro. Like, if there was no VAR, the game just continues normally.
Yeah.
No one's saying anything that, oh, he hit me in my face. Just, bro, they're coming together as footballers, bro. Like,
The only problem is, it wasn't that
It
deep.
was Bart
yeah?
Simpson, bro.
But to play devil's advocate, why are your hands there?
Because he wasn't even grabbing his neck.
No, I'm saying this.
He was holding his collar, and then he was like,
It's a melee.
I'm saying,
it's like,
Like, I don't like people putting their hands on me, and I'm sure we all think the same, But you've given them something to look at now.
As my mum used to say, don't give them the ammunition.
But there was so much to look at.
I know, I'm saying, and you added to it.
That's
You
why
just want
some
consistency, as Ten Hag was saying.
And Man United, we've not been getting any of that. We've been getting robbed recently. Penalty
Some of
decisions. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, you lot used to
Some
rob
of the
guys for
things,
years." I think that was our first
that make it
penalty.
okay?
Our first penalty yesterday at home in maybe since last season or the season before, maybe. Bro, during the week, Weghorst gets kicked in his knee or his
Unbelievable.
shin. Nothing.
The reaction from
not
the
even
defender as well, he
VAR.
was like,
Even the defender was like, "What's going
I
on
haven't
here?"
gotten away with that. Yeah.
I'll be honest with you guys. I don't think there's anything to talk about in this United Palace game, really. Like United.
No,
won
it was the red card.
Is that we're back in the title race? That's what I have to say.
naturally. So now it's 5 days because there's a 4-day run add today. So you've been like a 5-day run.
Outdone ourselves.
I wasn't talk about something United, but it slipped.
Martinez, Lissandro Martinez, how good he is.
What?
He should
We knew
probably
he
be
was good.
double the price.
We knew it was good, yeah. I got to rate Ten Hag because he done the. When I was talking about facilitators, yeah. Like some players allow players to play good, and some players actually allow players to play badly, yeah.
You reckon?
And that player at United was Harry Maguire.
Yes.
Yeah, he made Martinez look like an absolute joker. What a joker!
And Varane as well last season.
Exactly. Ten Hag has taken this guy. Ten Hag has looked at him. Funny enough, Van der Vaart said that you've got Harry Maguires in Sunday League in Holland, like loads of them. And Ten Hag probably came in and said, "I've seen this guy. He I coach his Sunday team like on the weekends when I'm not busy." And he's took him out. And look at what's happened to United since Maguire's come out.
See the football.
Look at you guys.
See the football.
I don't watch United that much.
You should have seen 14 pass move.
So
And the
good.
goal.
Amazing. Yeah.
Garnacho, man,
Goal.
played a big part in that, man.
Goal, man.
Good to see the
So,
confidence.
That was my question. So you're back in the title race. So you guys are in the title race. Is that what you're saying? Because that's what you said. You didn't say anything. You said you're back in the title race.
After City's performance today, I think Arsenal's biggest challenges would be United. After we've played you twice and we've played City twice. You two still got to play each other twice.
We still got to play
someone's gotta drop each other
Chelsea at
home.
Old Trafford. We still got to play Spurs away.
which is 3 points
Liverpool?
every time
And then
we play
we still
them.
have to play Liverpool
So
away
that's our
as
hard
well.
games. We have got hard games. We're not going to win the league, but who knows?
But if you can go close, yeah?
We
Because
could
you're only 8
push.
points behind
If
Arsenal.
Arsenal drop,
I think, those
the next
watching
3-4
those Arsenal,
games-
those Arsenal City matchups, if those happen by the grace of God, Isaiah, or whoever it is you believe in,
Vishnu.
happens to be or ends in 2 draws,
or a draw City win.
United are in with a shout. Is what I'm going to be honest.
Providing you guys win those games, the corresponding games.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the
If
thing.
we
Which
don't,
is a if.
we're not in a position to slip up. We're still 8 points off of Arsenal, 5 of City.
With a,
We're
and
still
also have a game in
very
hand.
far.
No Casemiro
It's like
as well,
we're
so
reaching
that's cow.
like that.
We are reaching.
Red cards, 1 game.
3.
No, 3. Don't appeal it because if United appeal it, he misses the League Cup final. Take your medicine, Casemiro. Take your medicine.
Sorry.
Sweet.
I like Pascal, by the way.
Well, guy.
SB's whispering things in my ear, bro. I'm not that kind
Not
of guy,
that.
please.
Can we all admit that he's the best DM in the Premier League now?
Cool. So, United are in the title race according to both of these guys.
No,
Um,
could be.
the thing is, so you're only 3 points behind City.
Yes,
Yeah, so based on that, you
Is
gotta
it
be in
3
the
off? I
title.
thought it was 5.
No, because we're 5 points ahead of them
we're 3.
and we're 8 points ahead of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We're 3. Oh, Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to be in the race. Yeah, 100%. I'll take that.
Shame we don't have to play him again. And Newcastle, who were in the race for top 4, seem to be slowing down.
No,
dropped points
said,
at
forget
home.
that. SB said we just want to do
We
Chelsea.
don't worry about them.
Leave that.
Gelato guys.
Yeah.
They know his draws over there.
Callum
so.
Wilson scored his first goal since October. God,
Listen.
Almiron's returned to his level, I think.
Yeah, man.
And Alan St. Maximan,
Has returned to his.
thank you for the memories.
And the
You are the
Gucci
problem.
the bandanas you brought to us,
See me?
and
I tell
the
you guys all
memories
the
are
time. I
It was
love
lovely.
black people. I love black people more than anyone. But Saint Maximum, you, my friend, no.
Okay.
Chelsea.
Chelsea 0-0.
Chelsea.
500 million plus spent in the window. Nothing to show.
angry.
Aubameyang,
I'm angry.
not included in the Chelsea
I'm angry,
Champions
Dan.
League squad, which is just a sad way
Dan, I'm angry,
for
Dan.
his
Let me speak.
career to play out.
Angry.
He ran off to Milan. They never looked like scoring, and that is reminiscent of Graham Potter's Brighton XG Kings. Jess, please.
Dan, sorry to shout over you, brother.
I've got a lot of notes on Chelsea, you know.
Guys, yeah, never has it been okay to sign 16 players over the course of 2 windows and expect anything.
In 4
I
months.
saw Todd Bowley, who I'm going to call Ted Bowley because I think it's got a better ring to it. I see Ted Bowley in the stands, yeah, like frustrated, like how are we not
He
winning?
was on his phone.
Like he's front row at a basketball
What do you mean?
game, like,
How
chill out, bro.
are you going to win?
Like this.
Yeah, there's no team cohesion, yeah. But most importantly, forget the all the new players coming in, yeah. Cool. If you're gonna bring players in, do it properly and take players out. You're still playing Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, and
Kai Havertz as a
and
striker.
Emmanuel Gallagher. That's his name now. Changed his first name to Emmanuel Gallagher because I like when someone is white and called Emmanuel. There are a few of them.
Yeah.
I know
What?
one. Yeah, white. I know one.
Why Emmanuel?
I know one white Emmanuel.
That's not.
Honestly, bro. He's French. No, he's
Must have
French.
like gone in.
Oh,
he's
the
French.
Emmanuel.
Yeah, Emmanuel.
Okay.
But yeah, Gallagher, Mount, and Havertz. Okay,
Blood
Havertz,
Trinity.
yeah, that one goal has saved you.
For how many seasons has it been now?
2.5.
It
It's
didn't.
disgusting.
I thought like a Champions League would have bought Thomas Tuchel more time, but it seems like Kai Havertz has taken.
He took that time.
Took
Yeah?
that time
Because
from
that's
him.
mine.
How can you spend all this money on transfers and still
Have
play
him
Havertz up front?
as
It's
your striker.
ridiculous,
It's
yeah.
bonkers.
And then, cool, you do a double pivot of Enzo and Gallagher. Enzo looks fantastic, yeah.
You thought he looked. You know what? I thought the Enzo thing was OTT.
It was a bit.
Yeah,
It was like
it was the
the-
tattoos. He's
yeah.
got the pin shirt
Yeah.
where it's
It
a
was
little
like-
bit tighter on the
it was like that
triceps.
Mudryk. It was like the Mudryk hype.
But
back
I
in
do
versus
time.
believe.
Milner.
Yeah,
But I
it's
do
like-
believe, yeah.
No, he's mustard though.
I do
Yeah.
believe, yeah. Chelsea, yeah, should have kept Jorginho and paired him with Enzo.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That makes a lot more sense because I can't see
did
Kovacic.
see this
and-
raised on Friday night after the game.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Online, people were like, "We got rid of our ball player."
yeah.
And Jorginho started most of Chelsea's games. this year,
Exactly,
but for some
because I
reason
can't see
people don't think he
Enzo
has.
and Kovacic playing together. I can see Kante playing there because he play with anybody. Yeah, but I can't see.
when he comes out of the cryo chamber. Jesus.
I
Innit?
can't see
Fuck,
Loftus Cheek playing with him. Gallagher was terrible. I don't know what Mason Mount does anymore. Like I don't know where's his position.
What's he do?
I called him. I put him down as a forward because I listed all Chelsea's forwards a few weeks back. Yeah, and someone on Twitter said take out Mason Mount. Yeah, but he plays in that role.
Yeah, his touch map's probably
is
quite,
up there.
quite
So,
up
like
pitch.
Chelsea, you signed all these players for why? And let's not say they won the transfer window because it's about quality, not the other one.
Not the content.
Daddy
the
Shield
one.
looks.
Like, bro, they make
Decent.
me sick,
Yeah.
these Chelsea fans. They was all
Please.
lit for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
sending us Fabrizio texts and
Here we go.
pictures and Chelsea, we're winning this, we're winning this. But they're forgetting that in football, what matters is winning on the pitch.
That's what matters.
And all they're talking about is, we bought Mudryk from wherever.
Yep.
He got 10 minutes against a 39-year-old James Milner, and then he looked good in that. Came on, played, had 45 minutes
man.
the other day,
and got
and
captain hooked.
captain hooked at 45 minutes.
Didier Drogba.
What? 88 million on.
I'm
on
not gonna
Captain
slate him.
Hook.
I'm not gonna
No,
slate
but
him.
I
Yeah,
think he's.
I can't go
I think
either
he's
way.
a good player.
Uh-huh.
innit?
Yeah.
He looks like a decent player.
Yeah.
I said he's nowhere near 88 million, but everyone
100%.
kept saying, "Oh, well, Anthony got paid. They paid that much for Anthony," and the Shakhtar guy said that this is the market.
Look now.
I said, bro, you can't compare a guy who was playing in Ukraine for 6 months because however long the Ukraine season was going on for a guy that's been playing in the Champions League for 2 seasons.
Yes.
In the Eredivisie.
100%.
How can you compare the two?
You can't. But people
One's played 30 games, senior games
in his life.
in his life. in his life.
2 of them were against Real Madrid and 2 were against Celtic.
And he's 80-something million.
It's ridiculous, bro.
Enzo Fernandez
ridiculous.
is tidy, bro. I rate Enzo Fernandez.
Potter came out and said Mudryk had a heavy cold all week.
Crazy. So I'm going to start him.
That excuses his performance.
I'm going to start him whilst I have 500 other wingers that could start ahead of him.
Also, talking about who could have started.
Jesus Christ.
Ziyech started, yeah. I think that was a pity start.
It was.
That was. I was explaining it to my missus, and she was like, "What's all this about?" And I was like, "Well,
He was in Paris the other day.
he was dreaming of playing with Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe, and thinking,
Imagine
where
that.
does he fit into all of this?"
Paid his own money to get
Ready
the
to
move.
go.
Yeah, ready to go.
Everything was signed, but Chelsea fucked up the paperwork,
'Cause they're too
Why?
busy. They're too busy.
registering.
Yeah.
Enzo and them things.
Also, as
There's
well,
too
yeah.
many
With
papers.
all these
They're
Chelsea
bad,
players,
man.
yeah. Okay, let's just say Chelsea settle on preferred 11.
Yes.
Like most teams
Mhm.
have, yeah.
Yeah.
And you got your subs who are like challenging for the
Yeah,
other
yeah, yeah.
spots, yeah.
Is the team good?
So let's just say, well, let's just say it's a good team. You got 11 players that are pretty decent, and you got another 7 on the bench who can challenge. Okay, yeah. You still have another 17 players, yeah, who believe they should be playing. No, I'm not even taking the piss right now.
That's true.
You still have 17 players who was like, yo, Gaff, I haven't been in the squad for how many weeks
Yeah,
now?
not even. Yeah, some people ain't even getting picked in the
They're
squad.
just
So
running
now-
at the end of the game.
Yeah, so
That's
now
the worst
you're
goal.
forced to
Box
put
to
The box.
you're forced to put people on the bench, yeah, just to appease them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're forced to play certain people just to appease them, like you did with Ziyech the other day. Okay,
That
You-
was bad.
and you expect to win.
And you expect to get morale going as well.
Listen,
when
Ted,
playing. Right.
yeah, Ted Bowley,
If you're watching,
This is soccer.
yeah, it's called football.
Yeah, sorry, football.
Yeah.
Yeah, soccer.
Guys, listen, I'll be honest with you.
It's sad.
I don't like the connotations of this whole Todd Bowley thing. Yeah?
I don't either. It's horrible.
Because it's like, you got the Iron Curtain on this side, yeah, the Soviet Union, and you got America coming in, yeah, we win now, yeah. And so everything Todd Bowley does is okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
And it's
because
not.
he's on our side, yeah.
to who? Because I've seen
The
him
media.
getting his ass kicked
Oh, really?
from
Yeah,
football fans.
media.
Well, we'll
to that,
we'll
shout
say
to
it, yeah.
CEO, he's like a legend, isn't it?
Yeah.
of course he
Daniel.
is, because he
No, not Daniel.
lined
Basically,
he lined his pockets,
armory, innit?
Yeah, literally.
and that went somewhere else.
Yeah.
Which was
Exactly. But like,
was weird.
I just find it a bit weird, yeah, that no one in the mainstream media is saying, yo, Todd,
big man, chill out.
yeah, like Chelsea, this doesn't make sense.
I
You
think-
can't just sign
I
everyone.
think maybe G Nev and Carragher are kind of, but you know what it is? What's stopping them going in on Chelsea? Is the English manager.
G Potts is the job too big for him? Jess, you posted a pic in our group and said this looks like a man who's under pressure. Is it or
What did I say?
No, something more funny
not
than
fit
that.
to?
Not fit for something.
Let me find it because
Yeah,
I say many
Why should
things.
find
SB, do you think the job is too big for Graham Potter?
Yeah, man. Sad to see it as
And
well.
I think he came out in one of the press conferences this week and I guess alluded to not having anything to do with the signings.
He looks like
That's
he just
scary.
turns up to the training ground and it's just a new day every day. Like he don't know how the day is gonna go. He don't know who's gonna turn up. He don't know what's happening.
What you got on at work today?
Yeah,
Jess
literally.
said this face tells me that this is not what he signed up for,
Yeah, so it's
and
GP.
I think that is
Bro,
spot on.
it is.
GP,
It's not even his fault. When you've got 3 left backs to choose from, 8 wingers, he's had the front 3 that he started with in the game. When he finished the game, he had a different front 3. He changed his whole front 3.
Yeah, ridiculous.
This is his problem. He's got too much options. When you
Madueke
have
looks
options,
good.
He was all right.
Noni looked
But
alright.
this is my thing about Chelsea. My last point about Chelsea, why I feel that you guys need to spend another 600 million.
No,
Again, after I said,
How
do you remember
much?
before
Yeah,
at the
he
start?
said
It was
it.
like I said at the
Said
start of the season they need to spend another 300, and then they spent another 300. I'm gonna say, oh, you need to spend another 300 or 600.
SB's
'Cause-
premonitions.
When everyone's fit and you actually look for at the team, or you look at the players they've bought with this money, who's really good or who's really elite?
Okay, let's do it now. In goal, playing Kepa.
Okay, but Mendy's still out of an injury, but I
But
wouldn't be
like you're
surprised
saying,
if Potter
Either
chooses Kepa.
or not great.
Let's just say we're going for a 3-4-3, yeah? So you got 3 centre backs, 3 centre backs here. So you're going to
They've been playing 4 at the minute. Four at the back.
Cool, so let's go 4. So your right back is going to be Reece James.
Which
Yes.
is fine.
Your left back is going to be
Chilwell.
Chilwell.
If he's
you
fit.
don't know if he's fit.
Yeah.
And then you have Cucurella, who you spent, what was it,
60,
60
yeah,
million?
60
And I've
million.
not seen him cross a ball since
Cool.
he's
But
played at
let's
Chelsea.
just say it's James and
Yeah.
Cucurella, and Chilwell, sorry.
Yeah.
Centre back, Thiago
Thiago
Silva.
Silva and Badia
Badia
Shield.
Shield,
Yeah, Koulibaly's out in the cold.
Yeah, and
Fofana.
Trev isn't doing too much. Yeah?
Fofana is
But it's
injured.
Badia Shield and thingy. So far, we've got one new signing in there, yeah?
Yeah.
Your 4 midfield, so 2 centre mids and... what is it? Enzo.
It's like a
Just do a 4-3-3.
Okay, Enzo, Mount, Gallagher.
And then you go to the strikers.
Gallagher shouldn't be there over cover.
Kai Havertz,
No, but like you'd want Felix maybe as a striker.
Felix.
And then you'd have who on the left? Sterling maybe
It's
or
mad.
Modric.
Because Felix played off the left. He played behind Havertz with Mount against Fulham when he was sent off. So he might not even play down the middle.
So it's like
Everyone they signed, they're not even hardly can play what
Sterling. That's what I'm
three
saying.
of the 16 players you signed.
Like Muddy Kate, what's his name? Noni?
No.
Oh, Mudi Eke.
Yeah, like he's a good player, a good little young English player. He might be good maybe 3-4 years. He might be at to that level, but right now,
On Mario Hutchinson.
Can you rely? on
can
him
you be
to,
relying on
drag you to Champions League
Leagues every month? Like who's gonna be dragging them, or who's the leader?
Sterling's
gonna be
gotta
dragging
carry
them.
some of the weight, man.
Yeah, I don't really care
Bad
about
times for
money,
Chelsea,
yeah?
man. They got to spend more.
Like in terms of football clubs, yeah. But like, how does this make sense in terms of like finances? Can you just go and spend £500 million now?
If you give an 8-year contracts, yeah.
They're changing the rules, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because Chelsea was smart enough to work around that loophole, man. Fair play to them.
They've spent 600 mil and it still doesn't even feel
Yeah,
or
why
look
are there
like.
questions? Yeah,
So
there should be.
I'm not even
there should be no
complaining
questions.
about Chelsea spending money because you're just going crazy. You're moving like Mashiri.
It's mad over there.
Fahad.
Yeah, prayers up for our Chelsea friends and followers. Aston Villa lost 4-2 to Leicester. Ian Nacho seems to be back on it. Shout out Senior Mankels. Brentford smashed Southampton.
1 minute. Tyrone Mings lost the ball for Leicester's first goal. Yeah. Why is he?
It wasn't Tyrone Mings.
I
Was it?
saw.
It was Kamara.
No, sorry. Yeah, Kamara was 10.
Yeah.
Was it him that was
Yeah.
trying to turn and got?
I
this
saw
for
Mings
Yeah.
make an error as well.
Yeah.
But
But
no, that was Kamara. They're trying to
That's
play out from
Kamara.
the back. I think loads of managers are resigned, to the idea that if we're going to play out from the back once, twice a season, something dumb like that's going to happen.
yeah.
And it was a decent turn as well. He's nearly gotten away with it.
I think that was the keeper's fault as well.
Yeah, Martin is probably
see what's
still
behind
celebrating
him.
the World Cup
Yeah.
or thinking about Mbappe. Weirdo. But yeah, Leicester absolutely thumped them, which was good to see. Maddison and Nacho back. Brentford thumped Southampton.
Madison to see.
Keep seeing that rumour.
Newcastle?
And then the Newcastle thing was basically done and dusted.
Was
wasn't
it?
Yeah. But
It
just
would
didn't
suit
go
them as well. They got no creativity.
through. Yeah.
So
Bland.
Brentford.
Brentford smashed Southampton and Nathan Jones didn't start his record signing and the guy who's just a little bit less than a record signing and
Who are these people?
a massive striker.
Oh, see that one.
Who?
Did you see?
He scored the worst hat trick.
Yeah.
He scored the worst hat trick ever.
Who's this man?
And I think he was playing.
What's his
where
name?
was he playing?
Genk.
Yes, he was playing.
Oh,
in
that I
Genk.
heard about him.
You see it?
I haven't seen it,
Did
but
you
I've
see
heard.
Did you see Jones's post-match interview?
No.
No, I didn't see the post-match
One of the
interview. I
weirdest-
saw him chatting shit though before the game about it's not about systems, it's about personnel. Then why wouldn't you play the personnel?
Yeah,
That are
he's
the best.
he's not gonna last long.
Where was he
anyway.
in the table? Bottom, right?
But yeah, he's not. He's not gonna.
How
last
far is he languishing?
They are sorry, and the player is Onuachu. Yeah, he scored the worst hat trick ever. If you can have a look at it.
They sacked
And
Ralph
They
Hasenhuttl.
are 2 points behind Bournemouth, so it's not that bad. 3 points behind Everton, so it's not
But they're bottom.
it's not horrible, but they're going in that direction.
Yeah.
Young players, load of good potential, but
Manager.
and Nathan Jones is probably inexperienced himself at that level.
in the championship. Yeah.
Yeah.
Matoma praise quick.
Mitoma.
Matoma, yes, he's
guy.
going all the way to the top. One of the smartest players that's ever played the game. And I have a stat for Matoma. Only Erling Haaland 7 and Marcus Rashford 6 have scored more goals in the Premier League than Matoma since the World Cup break.
What's he
Good
got?
guy, man.
5. He is on 4.
I wish we didn't
But
have
it's like
so much wingers
4 in a row.
so we could get him, but you got.
Where,
way
yeah, I
too-
wonder where does
stop
he end
Klopp
up?
Out.
Guys,
I don't know.
let's wait because he's definitely good, but there's a lot of good players that have really good patches and then fall off when you start giving them
I don't know.
even players on them.
He's fast. Once
But is he mad fast?
Yeah. Once you're mad fast, it kind of.
Scary, man. Changes things.
Changes
And
things,
he
yeah.
understands dribbling.
Yeah.
He's,
than-
he's so good at understanding it that he's got a degree for it.
I think that's why he keeps
Crazy.
using his outside of his boot. I don't know what physics he's done in university for
Probably
his
like Bruno Fernandes. Charisma was my professor from back home.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
dissertation. I don't know what his
Hey,
dissertation.
Bruno
love to
Fernandes, yeah, whenever there's a dispute, why is he the first one
To talk.
as referee every single time?
Skipper, captain,
like him, man.
leader,
Yeah,
legend.
you like it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Say we're like Arsenal fans like Gabriel tweeting all the time. Rubbish.
No tweets yesterday.
No tweets yesterday, or did he say,
'Cause we lost.
sorry guys, we
Well,
win
that's
together, we lose together. Blah,
I
blah,
think
blah, blah, blah.
That is our weekend review.
Yes, sir.
A
Yezerski.
nice, concise one for once. We've tried to keep the rambling down. But if you want more rambling, give us a shout. Middle of the week, we might be going live with a little stream, little interactive joint. But we will keep you posted. Before we leave, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, and we will continue to try and give you some good football content. And until the next time, stay safe. Peace.